In our first video, we told you how one man with one dump truck built the largest dry bulk carrier in America. In the second, we went inside the river system. 30 towboats, over 180 barges, equaling 60 million bushels moving down the Gulf every year. But there's one question we haven't answered yet. Who's actually moving it? 900 owner-operators, independent carriers who could be hauling for anyone. And somehow, Bruce Oakley has all of them operating under the same standard, the same efficiency, the same reputation they have built for over 50 years. That doesn't happen by accident. So that begs the question, to keep their efficiency and standards of operation at the highest level, what does Bruce Oakley offer in an owner-operator?
Man, it's just good people. You know, we got to have people that are going to do the right thing all the time. The standards we have are what we are. A lot of people are really not interested in meeting standards, you know, sometimes.
Not to cut you off, mainly, what are some of those standards here that...
We just want people to do the right thing all the time, look out for the customer and take care of business. You know, we want to get home safe to the family and be successful. In order to do that, they've got to have the right kind of work ethic, the right kind of habits. We're very blessed to have some really, really good people and have for many years. And I think we can all collectively say that we can credit them for a lot of our success.
All of it.
So, you know, we're just very blessed to have been in the company of some really good businessmen, owner-operators, you know, just great people. So.
You're talking about, obviously, really high standards to get on with Oakley. I would almost assume, I mean, obviously great driving, but is there standards for type of tractor equipment that you all?
Good question. Yeah. No, we start with 5-year or newer. You need to be around nothing older than 5 years. Now, we do make some exceptions with that because it's a combination of the truck and the driver and his record. You know, so you kind of, if you get a good owner-operator that's got a good record, but his truck's a little older, oh yeah, we want to talk to him, you know, for sure. But the only reason we try to stick with that 5 years is because with the trucks these days, you want them under warranty. I mean, it has so many problems with trucks. I mean, with the DEF system and all the sensors and everything. So you kind of either, like we actually ask them before we bring them, do you have a warranty on your truck? And if you don't, do you have money to fix your truck? You know, because we have such a high customer service reputation that they got to be able to keep moving. And they got to be able to transport our product, you know, the product to the customer and get it there. So
If I remember right from some of our previous talks, you will help sometimes drivers get into trucks because you have some good relationships with some truck dealerships.
Yeah, and that's something that we've done for a long time. Is we're probably the best company out there for that company driver to make that step to an owner operator, just because we know so many people with the dealerships, finance companies. I mean, we don't do anything monetary with them. We know we're sending them to a good company that's got a good reputation, and they know our standard of trucks that we want. So it makes it really seamless with the truck paperwork. And then, you know, we're always very particular on those dealerships we send them to, because they have to take care of them after the sale. But yeah, we try to do that first time owner operator, put them in a used truck that they can afford, you know, with some warranty. You get over here, you figure out what you got into, you know, and you go through the seasons. Then, I mean, almost all of them upgrade to a brand new one.
So talk about these owner operators. They own the truck, you guys own the trailers, but you guys got a truck shop. Well, you guys would do the maintenance on the trucks?
No,
Okay.
we don't maintenance the trucks. We do equip them with either a wet kit to pull a dump trailer, you know, the hydraulic system to raise the trailer up in the air, and also the blower for the pneumatic side to be able to blow the product off of the trailer. We do install those on the tractors here for a lot of them. Some of them will have theirs, but a lot of them, we do it here, most of them. And then they pull our trailers. And this is the shop we're fixing to look at, is where we work on all the trailers.
Okay.
You know, these two bays here are just where we do onboarding of the new guys, you know. So these are the 3 guys y'all met in orientation. This is their truck. See that new tank on the back of that one?
Yep.
So that's part of the wet
Yeah.
kit. And we also put those right way gauges on there for them.
Jeremy, for someone that doesn't know what a wet kit is, can you explain
Oh,
it?
yeah. It's a PTO put on the bottom of the transmission and a pump attached to the PTO, mounted to the bottom of the transmission, and then you've got hydraulic lines run out to the tank. It's full of about 45 gallons of hydraulic fluid, and then you got a control box inside the cab on one side or the other that's hooked to air. So you put it in gear to raise the trailer up. It starts pumping fluid into that cylinder, and it raises that trailer slowly up. And then you can put it down. It'll slowly come down too. So it's a neat system.
And you need wet kits for pneumatics too, right?
No, they're called blowers. But the blower is, it's a unit you mount on the frame, and it has a PTO on the bottom of the transmission, but it has a direct drive line connected to it. So when you turn a lot of RPMs to create the pressure,
Okay.
the airflow to unload that pneumatic tank. It's a neat system.
Yeah,
it really is. It's a wash facility here. There's pretty much.
Is there kind of a
always
rule of thumb on the washes? Is anytime they're through, or does it matter? Or?
Well,
The only reason I ask is Prime's got a strict policy in Springfield. Any truck that comes through that yard's got to get washed before it leaves.
we definitely, since we pay for all the trailer washes on the outside, so we are all the time telling them, hey, get your trailer washed, get your trailer washed, get your trailer. I mean, I've never had to stop anybody from washing their trailer too much. It's too clean, man. Slow down. That's never happened. Never happened. I do want to walk y'all through the shop.
How many new trailers do you all buy in a year?
You know, we quit there for a little while during COVID.
Yeah, when
we
it was
didn't.
super ridiculous high.
Yeah, we didn't buy very many, but now we're back on the buying spree. And I mean, sometimes you buy 20, 30, sometimes you buy 50, a year. And we bought even more than that in the past, because Benny is real good about replacing the old with the new. You got to turn them out. You get some of the old ones in here, and there's a little bit of timing on that when they're, supply and demand, when people want some, so you can get a better price out of your used ones. So now it's time and swap them out with some new ones. But like this one's a brand new one. It ain't even been on the road yet.
This is the old shop.
This is the old shop. They're still doing a little bit in here. But eventually this is going to be all remodeled like the new shop.
Oh, okay.
So Toby had a great plan, and you'll understand when you get over there and we see the new shop and how it's laid out. Well, he's going to do that with this shop. Because, man, Jared, when I started, we had like one bay, and we just kept adding a bay. I mean, you can see where the floor, the new concrete, and then we'd add another bay or two, and until we got down here, and then we needed a pit, so we added another bay or two with a pit so we could put on the wet kits. Because before that, poor old Jeff, he would be putting those wet kits on just on a flat ground, So we do inspections here. We'll pull trucks in, and this is our inspection bay. Checking them all out. We do like quarterly inspections. It just depends actually how old the truck is. We do them more often.
How new is this shop?
Brand new, just opened this year. I mean, just opened back in August.
Okay.
So brand
Less
new.
than a year.
So if you kind of look, you got 2 bays on this side and 2 bays on this side. And then the office on the end. Well, this is the center. And Toby designed this to where you can get all your parts here. And you can get it by dock, or you can get it by forklift rolling in here. And then this is his parts room. Now, he's got some more storage I'll show you in here, but that way your 2 bays, because in this old shop, if you was on this end, you had to go all the way to the end to get parts. Back and forth. So he made it to where these 2 bays and these 2 bays can come get parts right here, make it easy. So yeah, I won't do this justice as good as Toby would to tell you what all they put into it. But I mean, it's got these fans built in, to generate some airflow in the summertime. I mean, it's got the heaters. He's got all the, I mean, just up to date, top of the line stuff. The concrete flooring.
All hoses are hanging.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, strategic. You know, they do it. I mean, they know how to do it. But here's all your parts. See, to where they can just come here, store all the parts right there, man, for all these trailers. Makes it simple. This other side is really nice. I mean, where the changing room, you know, they got uniforms and they got a changing room connect to the bathroom. They've got a nice break room over there, and then the offices.
Can owner operators use that too?
Yes, they could use the break room, but we have a driver's lounge for them.
At the main office?
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
It's right here. We actually can
might
walk over there and
walk through real quick
and check that out. So
It makes a difference when you have people
being seen and heard.
that you go in, they know you by name, they treat you with respect, and you treat them back.
well, that's just because you bring us ribs once in a while.
Oh, wow.
I didn't go home this weekend because, you know, I've been riding on the street with load.
Oh,
And, and we worked Saturday. It's too much for an old man to run way back to Long Beach. After you done put in 3,000 miles. So, you know, I had my pickup there, so I just stayed, went to worship service, and ran a load yesterday. Then they said, well, the load's been canceled. So I started out to take to Canada. Then they said, no, come on to Little Rock. So, you know, I don't have to be sitting around just because the load canceled. Give me an outfit load, come on Little Rock, got a load for Houston. So it makes a difference because I work for Tyson Food, work for JB Hunt, and sometimes I get unloaded and I'm sitting out there for 2 and 3 hours fussing with them about where's my load at. So it made a lot of sense to me when they kept beating me down until I finally decided to say, okay, I'm coming. You know, they were trying to get me to come in. It makes a difference when you don't have to sit around 2 or 3 hours waiting on a load.
How did you find out about Oakley?
All you gotta do is put in an application in one place. And your phone, your email, or start calling and trying to connect with you. Even right now, I get people calling me, want to know am I looking for a job. And I tell them, no, you can't pay me what I make. And I'll just be honest with them, you know. Hey, ain't very many companies that I know of pay you loaded and pay you in. Do you know one?
Mm-mm.
That's why I'm here. You know, all man I got to do is come, do what they tell you to do, and you'll be all right. You can make good money if you got a good truck.
yeah.
So that's what I did. I've been here 5 years. I'm on my second truck,
Oh, nice.
and I'm looking to buy another.
For somebody getting into trucking, thinking about being a driver, what's the hardest part about this job that you've had over your career?
I don't look at it as being hard. Morning before last, I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and road. This morning I had to get up at 5 o'clock and road. If you don't want to do what you got to do to get the load where it needs to be, then you're in the wrong business. Yeah, I seen some drivers, when it comes around 6 and 7 o'clock, they're going to shut down. They're not going to get up to 7 o'clock. I do what I got to do to get the load where it needs to be. I have got up at 1:30 in the morning because I had a good ways to go, but you got a deadline to pick up. You got to be there for that deadline is up. You got to be there to deliver on time. So that's important to me. I'm a very timely person.
This is Jerry
good to meet
Flynn.
you.
Nice to meet you.
This is a sharp truck.
He takes care of it.
Looks pretty new.
Pretty new. He pays off, get Lord's blessing every day.
How long you been with Oakley?
I've been back with it now for about 2.5 years.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. They've been taking care of me.
Nice.
I had heart surgery that
Yeah.
day. He found me driving from the truck, kept me from coming and taking it. Hey, God bless him, I'm still here.
See, he was down, with heart surgery.
Oh my gosh.
And how long was you down? You was down quite a bit. And we had just happened to have another owner operator that his truck was down, so we got him coordinated where he could jump in and drive his truck, help generate a little bit of money for both of them.
Yes.
So it worked. Yeah. The old ticker's working good, huh?
Hey, I got this scar, but hey, I'm man.
How long are you on the road before you're back home? Like how?
About 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Maybe a month.
Really?
I'll follow the revenue. If it's a line that I'm making money, I'm gonna ride. I'll go home later on, so I got that sleeping back there. but it is a great place to work. It really is.
Can you speak on the churn of owner operators here?
You know, Jeremy's the guy to really speak in detail on that. But, you know, we have history books walking around, people that are very successful and have been here a very long time. And, you know, it kind of feeds, both of them kind of feed on each other. You know, you stay here a long time, you're going to be successful. If you're successful, you're going to stay around here a long time. And it takes a special character to do that. And that's the guy that we're looking for, the guy that's willing to make a commitment and work through good times and bad times. And, you know, we're just blessed to have the company that we have, the backbone that we have of the founders of the company, and be able to carry that kind of thing forward is a privilege and an honor.
Roger, I'm Jared Flynn.
Jared,
Yeah.
Roger Carson,
Yeah. So what position are you?
safety director.
And Jeremy said you were an owner operator, and then, so how long did you drive before coming in?
I started here in '89.
And then safety was in what year?
01.
Okay.
I did operations, end dump division. Then went over into the pneumatic division, started the plastic division, and then fell into safety in Oakland.
What was the decision to come off the road and move into the office? Was that something you wanted to do, or they asked you to do,
I
or?
just got married.
Okay. Yeah. And you switched then to safety, from operations to safety.
Yeah.
Why was that decision made?
Mr. Benny Windsor thought it'd be a good idea. Because he knew I knew how to, what it took to do that.
Yeah.
Being a driver, all the requirements, CDLs, maintenance, being an owner op, you have that. I think I was number 22 truck.
Oh.
22 truck. My truck number was 858. So you can look at what we got today and do the math. Something like 10, 11,000 trucks ago. So safety's, it's a culture you got to own it, because, I can go back to the old days, because I started trucking in the 70s when it wasn't what it is today.
So how do you make it a culture thing, safety?
You got to get people to buy in. You got to have the management's got to buy into it, mainly. So they're putting it out through dispatch, and you got to make the drivers accountable. We've had several different programs throughout the year, and then when they started CSA in 2010, that's where everybody started, getting points for roadside violations. And so we developed a program to hold these guys in check, where we would pay them 25 cents a mile for a 0 CSA score. And as long as they didn't get points assessed through CSA, they kept that 25 cents. If they do 100,000 miles, it pays them 25 grand. It's real money.
Yeah.
Just to do your job.
In the safety department today, how many people work on the safety? Because with 900 plus trucks, that's a great team.
We're down a few. We got one fixing to retire at the end of the month, and then right now there's 8 of us. Well, that's my last truck.
Yeah.
That's a sharp truck. Wow.
It was an 88 Freightliner. That was my first truck.
Yeah, 859?
858.
Or 858, yeah.
No, it's 9. This one's 858. That never made sense to me. I had a higher number, and then 3 years later, I buy this one and I get one number lower.
What is that number? What does that mean?
That was just the truck number that you had. And, we had a few guys. We got some guys. Ice Cream, he's still here. Jimmy, he's probably been here 40 years.
Good looking truck.
Yeah. He may be having because he's already been here a while, so he must be checking the
So this number right here, 11,372. That's how many?
Well, it's a little deceiving because anybody that comes back gets a new truck number. Anybody that, so we've had a bunch of guys, they'll come back to work or whatever. But yeah, over all the years, that's what you just add a number and you just keep going.
So is that a newer number right there? Is that
I think we're at 117, 117 something right now.
117.
So, but like a guy, like there'll be an owner operator here that'll have 4 truck numbers because he's traded trucks. And every time you trade a truck, you get a new truck number. Yeah. And they hate that. They want to keep that old truck number,
Do you like to get a lot of guys in here talk like podcasts and stuff like that, or just driver retention or acquisition?
I hate to tell this, but I'm sure people know it, but this is the best recruiting retention tool I've ever had.
Yeah.
This podcast. It's unbelievable. We hear it every week.
Absolutely.
In orientation, with the guys coming in here, I had no idea that it was going to get to this back in 2020. And when we started it, I never had any idea it would be a recruiting tool. Because we were just trying to talk to our owner operators and get it out there. Hey, this is what's happening. We're still trucking. We're still working. We're, don't panic, all this kind of stuff, which we didn't know. But then it just went on from, me getting people, creating content. Next thing you know, people are listening to it. And then we decided to, when we built this building, I claimed the office space without any approval. I said, we got to keep this going. So, and then and now it's been so good, man, with our owner operators. I hear about it all the time, but really turned into recruiting. I had no idea, that it was going to do that, but you can go down there. I bet you those 3 guys in orientation, I bet you can go down there and ask them.
I was curious, how did y'all hear about Bruce Oakley?
Well, I've been knowing about this for long, 20-something years. Just being in trucking myself. Yeah.
Very cool.
Did you do some research on us?
No, I know guys that's here.
Okay.
Or used to work here.
Gotcha.
What about you? Did you?
I listened to the podcast and I found it out.
Through the podcast?
Good deal.
Oh, that's awesome.
How many of those episodes did you watch?
Good handful. Yeah.
Did you? You watch or listen?
A little bit both.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like to do news. I don't like to do what everybody else is talking about. Yeah, I just like to, give them an inside look at Oakley, maybe what we're doing here, what we're about, talking to dispatch or operations or safety or, drivers, a bunch of owner operators. That hits home. You can tell their success story, along with some failures in there too. They'll tell you all of them. There's we got really good owner operators.
Justin, I can't thank you enough, man. This has been a pleasure. Like I said, your all story and just seeing the history till now. And obviously, Jeremy, I've known you for several years now, but getting the big tour, this is an amazing story. So, man, thank you so much for letting us come down here.
Man, appreciate you
share the Bruce Oakley story.
Yeah,
it's been amazing.
Fantastic.
You stay here a long time, you're going to be successful. You're successful, you're going to stay around here a long time. And it takes a special character to do that.